I think that's, especially for these last two, I think the water that I have here is going to be fine for these, the rest of these, the reds I'm doing here. Remember, I'm trying to get from the primaries to black, so I'm going to start darkening things down in a way that's really going to start taking away from red. It's still going to be technically in the red family. What I'm going to do is, I have a pretty creamy Quin Rose, and I'm going to bring in some quinacridone burnt orange, and that's just going to sort of darken it up and start taking it a little bit more towards a blackish red, reddish black, brick black. There's all sorts of, but I think on this one I've done this layer plus an additional layer of a little bit of quinacridone burnt orange plus a little bit of indigo. Those two colors, I will say, are great, two great colors to just sort of study in themselves. I may do one on that in general. And you know, I think I am going to bring in just a touch of indigo. That wasn't quite getting dark enough. So that's pretty creamy. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go on here, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. A lot of this just takes familiarity with learning what these colors do, these particular paints, each particular pigment, how they interact with others. There's a lot of things. And part of it is, hopefully you figured out, is just having fun and playing with as many things as you want to. Trying to even that out a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do instead is squeeze what I have out there so I don't waste a bunch of color, and then suck that part up. That's drawing a little, you know, here's a good opportunity. Yeah, it is. Once a lot of maybe you've seen other videos of me doing this. When something just is, it seems like it's just not getting to where I want it, but it still has a chance, and I don't want to just. I know you may have seen me do examples where I've just added water to say, you know, I'm just going to try to undo what I've done here and soak up some paint and undo it. This is more of an example of when the whole shape is kind of wet, but the paint is not flowing like I want it to over an entire shape to kind of give it that even kind of look. And that's when the option of what you just saw me do there can be kind of scary and fun. I will say it does take a lot of moving around, which is fun in itself, but sometimes that can create its own issues, especially if there's other shapes that you've done that aren't really drying. And it brings in a lot of water as well, which can have sort of an more of an outlining effect, which I rather enjoy, but I know that not everybody does. I'll get that in a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to do this one as well. It's pretty. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if I finished that one with that. When I am dipping in with the tip, I'm trying to do it really quite quick. I'm not going, mm. You know, everything is sort of with an eye towards getting the shape getting water and pigment color distributed consistently around this shape in as quick a fashion as I can. I mean, some people you could do this a lot quicker in certain ways, but I do like doing this with a round brush and kind of getting it to flow down and getting it to go where I want. So that's that. I am going to let that dry. And do a little bit more soon.